Hi, guys. Let's see. Hi. Hello, Giovanna. Camden. It's going to be, we are talking about the short-eared dog today. Bye. No, not in my live. Zalatane, not in my live. And Giovanna Ramirez telling me to be quiet like that. Not acceptable, dude. Hey, carry me through. Why? Because it's my live. If you want to spread your message, you need to have a YouTube channel. That's why. Where you can share your view anytime you want to. My personal feelings on the subject don't matter in my live. That's why. Hi, Amir. Or he said hi, Camden. Thank you, Carrie, me through for doing that. I went to do it and they're already gone. I am just not in the mood. And I'm trying to be nice because I have to be and trying to be professional. It's It's not been a good evening. Some of it's my fault. Some of it's not. Mostly dealing with preparations for the computer. This is the Natureverse 4.7, and I am your going crazy host, Nature Guy X46. I love all things found in nature, from the tiniest of animals to the tallest of trees on the earth. And today we are talking about the short-faced dog. Oh, no, I said it again. Today we're talking about the short-eared dog. Well, maybe come back some other time, Camden. Jessica Martinez, hi. Anyway. Tonight is one of those, tonight we're covering an animal that I had never heard about. Up until a few months ago. And I was not really too surprised. Or was actually a little bit surprised. I managed to see a picture on the IUCN website, and they had a name, and it just so happens that it was also heading towards endangerment. So yeah, there's that. So this dog is not super rare, but it's rarely seen. There's maybe 5 or 6 pictures out there on the internets. Unlike some animals, this animal is only found within the Amazon rainforest, and it's mainly found in Colombia, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Brazil. And they tend to favor undisturbed rainforest within the... Jessica, please don't spam my channel with emojis. Use words. And if by chance you don't know English, then listen. Because that's what's going to happen. Hi, Monkey Boy. Your name seems awfully familiar. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, I was wrong. I'm doing great. Hi, the most zesty besties. Okay, I guess I can't. Okay. Anyway, I guess I continue. Adults have been found with 2 or 3 pups. Pups are thought to be born in May or June. In captivity, they tend not to live a super long time, although they have had some who have lived for 9 to 11 years. They feed on 34 different food items, including arthropods, vertebrates, shellfish, fish. Sonic 1 do not spam my channel. So they feed on arthropods, vertebrates, shellfish, fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals, lots of fruit and seeds. And they actually help to disperse those seeds throughout the rainforest. Now, they are considered to be near threatened, with a population that is unfortunately on the decrease. They are under threat from habitat loss, a prey base depletion, meaning that some of their food items are scarce. There is also a danger from feral or domestic dogs being out in the forest and spreading diseases like parvo and distemper. They are also sometimes captured for pets and are sold to local people and zoos. I tried looking for them in zoos, but could not find them. Although at some point in history, they were found in the National Zoo, Brookfield Zoo, and the Oklahoma Zoo, but only in the 1960s and 1970s. As far as what's being done to save them, there is a lack of captive breeding being done. A lot of what is being done is research. We don't know a super lot about their biology, their pathology, their ecology, largely unknown. We are learning a lot about them. But these animals do live, luckily, in protected tracts of the rainforest, which is good. Hi, Alberto Garcia. I see that. Are you England? No, I'm not. I'm American. I speak English. Okay. You king Chinese. Not sure you can do that. Okay. She's here. She's here. Trust me. Oh my gosh. So tired. So, how are you, Alberto? Hello, everybody. How'd you find the stream? The live? Hi, Isaac Cortez. BB Duster, doom scrolling is never a good thing. BB Buster. Yeah. Doom scrolling, never a good thing. But how are you tonight? How is everybody tonight? I hope I'm not a bad thing. Hi, Toy Story 1323. That's true. It did bring you here. Ma'am. It did bring you here, so I guess that's a good thing. How is everybody? I'm assuming you guys were just flipping through lives until you came across this one. This one sort of just ended. We're just talking. Here, I don't even know. '86 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're in an area that is Celsius, that's around 30 degrees Celsius. Nice. I guess. Yeah, once it gets hot, I don't like it so much. Sorry. '86 would be a blessing. 86 degrees Fahrenheit would be a blessing. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, BB Buster. '57 is too cool. I'm good at 70. There are some really there are some really, really loud bugs outside my house. 70 to 75. 80 isn't bad, but anything above that, and nope. Like anything 90 and above, I would say anything after 85 is too hot. Like I'm comfortable right now. And I'm in long sleeves, so but I almost always wear long sleeve. I am, that's true. I am. But it doesn't If it's humid out, I feel it. That one's just boring. Yeah. That stinks. I would go nuts. I don't even take. I I like it warm, but not when I'm sleeping. I always do that. I always slide over where you guys can't see me. Yes. No, but if that's where you're comfortable or not comfortable, then I don't know. I would be cold. That's what I've heard. I've never understood that. For years and years and years, our cereal that we give to our kids, they've been using artificial dyes in our cereal, but yet in Europe and probably the UK, boy, that was really bad sounding. It's been banned for forever, and they're just now doing it. Yeah, but yet we eat it. Does that make any sense? My favorite memories were going to school after having a breakfast of Captain Crunch, Fruit Loops, different standards. You could say that again. Sorry. I know that's not pretty, but ugh. had oatmeal sometimes. Oh, so like what is it called? It looks like it. Porridge sounds good. Porridge. Hi, Alberto. It's hot cereal, oatmeal type stuff. Awesome, Alberto. Now, do you add stuff to it, BB Buster? We would add maple syrup to ours or brown sugar, sometimes raisins. I don't know, Alberto. I really don't know. Fruit sounds really good. Apples would be interesting. It's okay, Baragon. Blah, 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 blah. It's okay, Baragon Productions. This is it. This is it. Ah. Don't really have a problem with that here. No, I definitely do not believe that. There are things that we are not supposed to eat, no matter how hard you try. So, BB Buster, are you glad that you stuck around? Hi, Dexter Nix. You got in November. That I got in November. That's okay. I'm good, Dexter Nix. I'm good. Yeah, I get a little bit nervous about trying fugu, but Everybody can have their delicacy, I guess. It's like in some places they eat jellyfish. And I'm sorry, but no, I am not about to eat jellyfish. Sorry to anybody out there that likes it. I don't know. I like I like calamari. If I if it's breaded and whatnot, I like it. We always get into discussions about the weirdest things on here after my part of the live ends. I feel like we're a very well-rounded like group. Being honest. I think if we were all hungry, we would eat just about anything. Maybe. I don't know. Not all the time. Yeah, I'm like, what? I don't know what I'm going to have tonight. Earlier, I had chicken. I like dumplings, steamed dumplings. Yeah, that came up too. We can, I don't know if you guys can buy it in the UK. You probably can. But I like buying the dumplings that you can buy in the grocery store. They are so good. I also like bao. Bao is so good. Agreed. I could really go for some too. Watch the Super Bowl. Heck no. Oh, well, that stinks. Not as old as me, I don't think. I have not seen it. I do remember it, sort of, vaguely. But I don't know how much of what I watched was actually black and white, or how much of it was just because we had a black and white TV. Ooh, cool. Enjoy it. Okay, that bug is really annoying. Huh. Oh, talking about blood. Um, I hit a. I have an issue with the story that is supposed to be up on the Spooky channel today. Um, when I was doing edits, I accidentally approved an edit that took out a big chunk of the story. So I don't know if I should add it back in or take out the other part and just have you guys read what you never realized was taken out. Yes, it does, Baragon Productions. It stinks big time. I really don't like this chair. If you want to write it, write it. Um, let's see. Yeah, I think they're talking American football. NHL is hockey. I have been to an NBA game. Actually, I guess it's NBA. I guess. I don't know. Wait, NBA? I've never been to a basketball game. I've been to one baseball game. And that was the Cubs, and they were playing the Expos. And they lost. Hi, Darude. I don't know. UFC. No idea. Is that fighting? Oh, like kickboxing type stuff. But that is BB Buster. Is that rugby or soccer? Okay. Soccer's not so bad. Alberto, it's not my favorite thing to discuss either, but if that's what people want to talk about and it's not hurting anything or anybody, it's fine. Ferret racing. Now that would be funny. Never been to any type of animal racing. Alberto Garcia, what do you think? Your age has nothing to do with it. And why are you saying your age in my live? It could. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Hey, that is your mom. I am not your mom. I'm not your dad. You are to follow the rules in this live. Hi, Arlo. Cool. That's true. That is true. I try to keep this place as kid friendly and family friendly as I can. Yeah. Okay. What is your favorite exhibit at Zoo Tampa? Baby Buster. You guys are so lucky. I have always wanted to go to the London Zoo. Somehow I knew you were going to say elephants. Eden Project. I got to look that one up. It's a botanical garden. So everything is sort of in domes. Alberto? No. That is your warning. Why won't it let me? Oh, that's crazy. It's very pretty and lush. It is very pretty. So it has over 1,000 plants in the rainforest biome. You need an hour and a half to see everything. It's between 18 degrees Celsius and 80 and 35 degrees Celsius. Wow. It is very, very cool. I've seen other places where they do domes, but that. Have you ever, BB Buster, you should look up the Gondwana land in Zoo Leipzig. It's crazy. Sharks in the background. I'll type it in. Hopefully, I can spell it. Let me make sure that's right. Uh-oh. Nice. like zoos, but each to their own. I also like botanical gardens. I like zoos where the exhibits allow the animal to get away from you if they want to. Some places they do. It used to be really common for peacocks for some reason. We have some ring-necked pheasants in places here. True, they are part of the peacock or the yeah, that family. I've heard that. I haven't seen a pheasant in a while. Um, Baragon, you know what I'm waiting to see someday? If I get the chance at San Diego Wildlife Park or the Safari Park, I want to see their Australian exhibit. Cassowary and platypus. That's what I would be excited for. They would in my book. But see, though, I came from an era when almost every big zoo had elephants. Whereas now, only the biggest zoos have elephants. Yeah, a lot of zoos have given them up. But I was lucky enough to be in the right place I was in the right place at the right time to be able to see a Sumatran rhino. Because that's an animal that's been phased out of American zoos. Yep. So true. I have seen Komodo dragons. I've been lucky. Yep. They had one at, I want to say it was the zoo in Utah, Hogle Zoo had them. And then they were also at the Cincinnati Zoo. But they've all basically been sent back to their country of origin. Yeah, they're getting that way. Although my favorite animals are the painted dogs. I don't know how to feel about white tigers. Yep. Yep. The AZA cannot the AZAs are I've seen them displayed, and I'm sorry, but I would not put my money into a zoo that had white tigers. There are some zoos that have hyenas. I wouldn't say they're super, super common, but there are some zoos that have them. Yep. Because basically, um Alberto Garcia, stop. White tigers are basically inbred. People breed them for that. White tigers would not survive in the wild. I'm not exactly sure what their percentage is for mortality, but it would not be good. Yep, basically. I'm not saying it is. But the people that breed just for that color should be arrested for animal cruelty. Now, if it happens naturally, that's one thing. That's right. It is camouflage. That's why the white ones are not good. Now, so one in every 10,000 tigers are going to be white. One in every 10,000. They are leucistic. No. Well, I mean, you can have albino tigers. We're talking about leucistic. I don't know where my... Excuse me whilst I move something. That's probably where my stuff is. Nope. So this would be a leucistic tiger. You probably can't see the eyes, but the eyes are blue. No, polar bears are not. Polar bear is white. That's its natural color. And technically, it's not really white. It just appears white. This, I think, is from Safari Ltd. And I knocked my thing. No, if they're in the wild, then they're not inbred. Correct. But even a white tiger in captivity, it's still leucistic, as long as it has the blue eyes. The problem is the white tigers, when they're bred over and over and over again, they can have spinal deformities, defective organs, as well as immune problems. White tigers typically, at least in the United States, are Siberian. Or not Siberian, but Bengal. Well, you could have leucisticism can come in any animal. But I think typically what we have in the United States are probably Bengals. Now, in the AZA, a lot of zoos do not house Bengal tigers. Most zoos are going to have either Sumatran or they're going to have Malayan. They have phased them out. Yes. I can't think of their names at the moment, but yes, the magicians. Yes, Siegfried and Roy. My problem the problem is even in zoos, they don't allow direct you can have contact with the animals, but it is a protected contact. Like, just because they're in a zoo, they are still a wild animal. And wild animals can have bad days and they can have good days. The problem is, do you want to be around that animal when it has a bad day? A male Bengal tiger can weigh between 400 to 575 pounds and reaches a length of between 9 to 10.5 feet. And I'm sorry, I don't want to be the person on the receiving end of their bad day. You know, I really don't like that question. Because I want it to be the gorilla every time, but it's 100 people. And humans aren't cool. Hi, Alberto. Alberto, stop. Okay, well, quit saying that word. It's just going to get you in trouble. How many warnings has he had? Um, a lot of places for teenagers, if you're gonna some teenagers may find themselves um told that they have to prove my all of my YouTube accounts are verified with a picture of my ID. So although my voice sounds like a teenager, that's good. The problem is people will put their kids on YouTube and they're not old enough to be on YouTube, but they're here because parents let YouTube babysit them. Yep. And that's fine. I mean, if that's how you want to bring up your kids, that's your business. But I'll tell you what, if your kid comes into my live and he starts goofing off and saying stuff that's going to get him in trouble, he's going to get reported or she's going to get reported. And that reflects on your accounts. So, by all means, I don't know what to say. They did a bust in Nebraska. The youngest, it was a trafficking bust. The youngest kid was 12. It's ridiculous. Yep. Who knows? Who knows where they would have ended up? I got to be good because I got to keep politics off of here. It is owned by people who choose to keep the news away from us. Again, got to keep politics off the channel. Well, guys, I've been on for an hour and a half. I need to go. I need to eat. And all of that fun stuff. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. I will be on tomorrow at 1 p.m. my time. Bye-bye.